Hello researchers, how are you? I hope you are doing good into your research and publishing quality research papers and getting recognition in your research. These days, we see that when we publish our research paper, we need some citations to our research paper. We need the people should use our research, they should use our research paper in their own research papers, in their thesis or anywhere article which they are publishing. So this video I am going to show you a detail and depth about a Google Scholar tool. Google, the word needs no introduction these days. Google is one of the most important search engine of this world. And apart from Google being a search engine, we have different products like Google Gmail, we have the Google G Plus circles, we have the Google Library, Google Books, etc. But the most important tool which we researchers use and base our research, that is Google Scholar. Even if you can find that even if you publish your research in any journal, they always say that we have some indexings, and in that indexing, Google Scholar indexing is the most primary and the foremost indexing which is right now, which is regarded as a compulsory requirement for any journal to be have, so that when the paper is being published in the journal, it should be crawled in the Google. Everything is on Google. Whenever, suppose I want to search about Casio, suppose I want to search about my Bluetooth, suppose I want to buy a mobile phone, everything whatever I want to put on the Google, it is there. So similarly, if you want to publish a research, if you want to get yourself published in a very good journal, that journal is very important to have their indexing into the Google Scholar. Now you can see that I have opened a website, that is https scholar.google.co.in. This is the main web page in which you can find that there is simple like web, images, more, or you can say these are the front end tools, that is the my library, my citations, alerts, matrices, settings, and over here we have a Google Scholar like search. This is the starting web page for a Google Scholar. In order to have an account, whatever you have to do, what the Google Scholar is going to do, and how you can put up the references, I am going to discuss in detail and depth in this video. Now let us first of all see this my library. Now suppose if I go to this, click on my library, and it will ask for my login. Let me log in front of you. So let me log in, and you can see that the web page is being loaded. In this library, you can see all the research papers of mine which are being published by me, and along with my MTech and my guides are all being listed in this. And over here you can find this is the paper name, this is the authors, this is the journal name, this is the abstract, related articles, cite, and this is the source from where this search has been crawled. If I click on this related articles, now you can find whatever the articles which are of that source, which are being published by other researchers in this area, are all being listed. So which means that if I want to do some enhanced research or the future based research into my research based on some futuristic research, I can click on related articles and I can find that what other based papers are there, so that I can base my research in the future on this area. Now I go to this Scholar and I click on my citations. Now this is the front end tool. Basically you can see that this is the photo, this is my name, this is my designation, these are the areas, and even I can click on edit. I can edit all the areas. You can see over here, this is the area wireless sensor network, mobile ad hoc networks, that is the cloud computing, swarm intelligence, network security. All these are the fundamental areas which are being researched by me. So you can, if you are researching into cloud computing, if you are researching into data mining, whatever research you are doing, you can put your area of interest into this. Now this is the email. Don't use any email. This will not recognize any email of Yahoo, Gmail or Hotmail. You have to be with your professional email ID. That you can see that I work in the in my college, that is KCL Institute of Management Technology, and with that institution my email address is being binded, that is anand_nayyar@kclimt.com. This is my home page, and I have made this profile public. Now over here you can find, now let me explain this tool. We can find this is the title, which means the titles. If I want to add any title, suppose that if I have gone to a national conference or an international conference which are having a full book proceeding of ISBN number, that proceeding will not be indexed by Google. So I can even add my proceeding or my research paper with that. So you can see you can add the article manually. You can find all this conference, chapter, or any book which you have published, or the thesis or patent, or any case, whatever you want to open or whatever you want to add, you can add with this. These are all my research papers. Now, this is the important thing. This is known as cited by, which means that this is my paper and it has been cited by 16 times. This is cited by 10 times. This is cited 3 times. And the year in which the paper is being published. The Google Scholar is having a very good facility. The highest the paper is being cited, it is shown in the form of descending order. So the highest citations, then the low, then low, then low, and then these papers are being cited one or two times, etc., etc. over there. Now, this is the graph in which I can say that in 2012 I got only 1 citation, and in 2013 I got 8 citations. Oh, my citations had been bumped up to 29, and till date I'm having 17 citations till date to my research work. This is basically the graph. You can even click on this graph and you can find a very cool graph which is coming over there. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let me see what is this. Now, this is known as citation indices. Now, suppose this is known as citations. Now, suppose that you have published 100 research papers. How many times your total papers are being utilized by other scholars? Which means that out of my total research papers, I have been cited 55 times in different research papers of my different papers. Now, what is H index? H index means, suppose you have published a paper. It is cited 1 time. The H index becomes 1. If you have in 2 papers, it is cited 2 times. The H index becomes 2. If you have 3 papers cited 3 times, the H index becomes 3. So similarly, 4 papers 4 times, 5 paper 5 times, and now this is known as I10 index. It means it will become 1 if you are having your 1 paper at least cited 10 times. You can see over here I am having 2 papers, that is a comprehensive review of cluster based energy efficient routing protocols for sensor networks and comprehensive based routing for cluster based networking in wireless sensor networks. This is 16 times and 10 times by my different authors, so you can see that my I index is landed onto 2. Now you can add over here the co-authors. Suppose that you have published a paper with some other author, you want to get that person cited with your profile, you can add into this. And you can see if you want to search or any tool. Now suppose I open the web page again, google.com. Now let me show you a very cool thing. Suppose you want to research a paper that is wireless sensor networks, a review. Now suppose I want to cite this paper of IFAKY IDLS, that is ViewSU, etc. So you can find over here, you can find that this paper is cited 14605 times, related articles all 110 versions, cite and saved. Now click on this word cite. You can find the dialog box has come and you can find that these are the references based citations, MLA, APA, Chicago. Click on APA, right click on this, copy, and you can paste into your research paper. No need to take any attention to write the references of your own words. You can use Google Scholar as a very good tool in order to cite the references of different papers which you are going to use in order to make your own research paper. Now next thing which you can click on it, that is my citations, and you can find all the citations which are being returned out. And now suppose I click again on scholar.google.com and I click on my updates. So you can find that if in my area, if any person gets their paper published, you can find all the alerts which are being coming out, so that I should be able to know what growth is being there in my field, what other researchers are doing in this field, what other researchers have published their paper. I can use their paper, I get stay in touch with all the researchers, I can stay in touch with all the research which they are doing, and you can see that this tool is providing me a good source of balance between my research and the research which is being coming from the outside world. And now let us click on the alerts. You can say that if you want to create any alert, you can click on alert, or you can find that all the results are being showed out with you on your alerts, etc. For that I have shown Google gmail.com. Whenever I get my paper published, they send me the alert that my paper which was being published in so and so journal, they have been indexed, and I get the mail and I can show to whole of the world that the paper is being published and it is being indexed into my Google Scholar account. You can click on matrices then, and you can find all the matrices of all the journals over here. So different journals are being there, and their numbers, their H5 index and their H5 median. So you can click on even computers, engineering and computer sciences. You can find the top journals over here with their H5 index as well as their H5 median. I click back and I click again back. I click on settings. So all the results which you want to see you can find over here. So we can say, ladies and gentlemen, that if you want to make your recognition into the field of research, you can do so by making your account into Google Scholar. In the coming videos, I will be showing you some more tools, some more you can say research based tools which are available on the internet, which your account should be there, and you should be maintaining your regular eye on this, the Google Scholar tool, in order to get yourself cited and to get your papers into a very good reputed journals and get in touch with the latest happenings in the area of your research, which is done by along with you with the whole of the world. Thank you so much. Thanks for listening. Bye.